Alright, so this is my fork of op on a 2019 Toyota uh, Prius Prime Advance. That's a lot to say. Um, I have variable KP now. When I'm in a straight line between 1.2 degrees, my KP is double. When I'm outside that 1.2 degrees, the KP reduces. When I go slow, KP is lower, and when I go faster, KP is higher. When I'm in extreme slow turns, like the one coming up here, not only do I reduce KP at the extreme um, angle, but I also apply dampening at the edge of what op can do. So here we are going around the corner, everything's nice and smooth. We're losing lane line right there. Notice it didn't jerk around. A little bit close to the right, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Look at that. That is amazing. And then we're going to lose our lane lines, of course. So let's go ahead and turn around and get on the highway and then the interstate, just so I can prove to you it works at speed. Let's get these curves again just because they're so good and I work so hard on them. So we're at 42. We'll increase the speed a little bit, just to make it a little extra difficult. So here's the slight curve. Try to get the steering wheel in here too. See, it's not jerking around. That was nice. Now we're coming up on that bigger curve, and I'm debating whether if I should I have a torture test of a road. I think I'll do that before I get on the interstate next. It's a narrow, high-speed road that if you fuck up, you're going right into a telephone pole. So, all right, 46 miles an hour. Here comes the rather big curve. Honda owners bow down. Right back there, the left lane marker disappears. We have no right lane marker. Op still sort of picks it up. But I'd always get a jerk in the steering wheel back there when the lane marker would disappear for a moment while it's in the curve. But because I applied my KD, the derivative term, go look up PID control theory if you want, I selectively apply dampening when we're at extreme angles because I don't want the steering wheel jerking around when I'm going high speed through a corner because it's likely you're not going to be able to see around it and could slam into the front end of someone. So, okay, this is one heck of a torture test. This is low speed, high curvature roads. And let me get around this truck so I don't think I'm an idiot. I need more hands. There we go. Now I have more hands. Now these curves really suck. There's one of them the op can't even do because it can't apply enough torque. But we'll see if we'll make them. It doesn't help that the lane lines are a little cattywampus, so it ends up jerking around a little bit. But it seems to be rather compliant so far. Hand on the wheel just in case. Okay, now we're going back left again. Yeah, give me that good initial KP kick around center and then smooth the fuck out once we start curving. Here comes the curve that we can never get, and there's a lane marker missing. We're shooting a little bit too left. Okay, we're correcting. There we go. And I will be really surprised if we make this one. Nope, too much. Okay. Alright, I suppose we'll go ahead and go on the narrow country road, even though the interstate's over there. I'm sure that's what everyone wants to see, but you know, with op, I want op to work at 27 miles an hour in the city. Oh, there's a fucking car coming. Oh well, we'll let them go. I want op to work when I'm going slow. I want op to work when I'm going fast. I want op to work in straight lines. I want op to work in corners. Cool, he let us go because he's a nice guy. Alright, see, this is my torture test road, and I need to pay attention here because If you fuck up, you're going off into a ditch or a telephone pole or something rather. But as you can see, the steering wheel, yet again, your KP would be too low for good cornering, but it would not be responsive enough for this skinny road here. Or you would have your KP cranked up to handle a technical straight like this, and then your cornering would suck balls. So, I mean, excuse my language, but I'm really excited here. So, we're going, what is it, 40 billion miles an hour? We'll speed it up just a little bit. Speed limit is 55 through here, by the way, so don't mail me a ticket. Not 25. The open street data is wrong. No hands on the wheel. We're perfectly compliant, happy, and safe. And I'll catch back up to you when we get on the interstate. I currently got the speed limit 70 miles an hour. We don't have any major steering wheel oscillations. I would say that we're really straight. I mean, I don't know about me, but so anyway, we got good lane lines. We're right here in the middle. We're not rocking back and forth. We're not. It's not overly sensitive or overly reactive, so to say. So it's just a nice, straight, smooth 70 mile an hour drive, and that's really what I'm aiming for. I haven't done many curves at high speed, but at the same time, I mean, the same logic applies to when I'm going at slow speed, so I'm not too concerned about it. I wish I could tell you what my steering angle is right now. My steering angle is, let me go ahead and get over in the other lane because our exit is coming up. One sec. Alright, so here we are, and the lane lines on the right aren't that good here, but I mean, so you can tune for slow speed, or you can tune for high speed, or you can tune for straights, or tune for corners, and I know I've said this before, but so I'm running a higher KP on the interstate because you want the car's in more motion and the steering wheel is more resistant to turning, but yet the torque, I don't know. Long story short, I'm running more KP in straights on the highway, so I'm about 0.5 KP in straights, which reduces when you turn past 1.2 degrees to keep cornering compliant. When I'm at low speeds, I'm running around 1.175 times 2 between 1.2 degrees. I don't know, you'll have to look at the code. But the long story short, we are weaving a bit because that right lane marker is coming and going out of Vision D. But, I mean, I'm really impressed. I guess with my own work. Let me go stroke my ego a bit here, but let's, we'll get off the interstate. So we were going 70, and now we're going to be going, let's see, what way do I need to go? I need to go left. Yeah. Because many tunes out there are very static tuned. They're tuned for just riding on the interstate, 70 mile an hour all day long. And then when you get into a town and it's 30 or 40, the speed is 30 or 40 miles an hour, everything goes to shit. And you don't, I mean, I want to be able to drive in the city and around curves and on the highway. I mean, I want Opti to work for all my use cases, and I don't know about other cars, but this is the one I have.